Ladies and gentlemen, listen to me carefully. Stop telling what's going on in your life. It's time to hold back your story, not because you're hiding from the world, but because your future is too precious to be shared with those who don't understand its value. You've been talking, explaining, justifying. You've been letting people into your struggle, your pain, your battles. But hear me when I say there's power in your silence. And your silence is not weakness, it's strength in disguise. It's the moment you take your hands off your story and let your actions speak louder than your words. You don't have to explain your process to anyone. You don't owe anyone an explanation for what you're becoming. The road you're walking is your road, and it's designed for your growth. It's designed for your transformation. You don't need to announce every setback, every challenge, every tear. Let your journey speak for itself. Let your resilience shine without a single word. Keep going, keep growing, keep moving, but keep rolling. But keep your mouth closed about the battles that only the strong can fight. And the enemy wants to hear you talk. He wants you to share your doubts, your fears, and your frustrations. But you don't have to give him the satisfaction. Your strength is not in the battle that everyone sees. It's in the battles that you win in the secret place, the battles that no one knows about except you and God. Silence is more than just the absence of sound. It is a powerful force, a quiet strength that carries the weight of your growth and transformation. When we think of silence, we often associate it with emptiness, with stillness, with nothing happening. But true silence is the breeding ground for the extraordinary. In that space of quiet where there is no need to explain, no need to justify, you find the deepest parts of yourself. It is in silence that you make your most profound decisions, that you gather your strength, and that you connect with the divine purpose that has been placed inside of you. In a world that is constantly shouting for your attention, silence becomes a sanctuary. It's the place where you recalibrate your mind, refocus your spirit, and realign your life. Too often we think we need to tell the world what's happening in our lives to prove ourselves, to make others understand our journey. But in truth, the more you speak about your struggles, the more you invite distractions and negativity. Silence, however, protects your vision. It shields your dreams from the voices that seek to diminish them. There's power in withholding and choosing not to share every step, every detail. You don't need to explain your setbacks or your progress to everyone. Sometimes silence means you're still in the process of becoming. It means you are working on your transformation quietly, allowing the work to speak for itself. When you share too much, you dilute the purity of what's happening within. Silence allows you to focus. In those moments of stillness, your mind clears, your spirit recharges, and your path becomes clearer. It's the space where you hear the voice of your inner strength, where you tap into your resilience, and where you begin to understand that the real power lies not in the noise of the world, but in the quiet determination within. When you embrace silence, you move away from the need for approval and validation. You let go of the need to explain your actions to those who may not understand your vision. Instead, you trust the process. You trust that in the silence, the work is being done. You trust that growth doesn't need to be announced, it needs to be cultivated. And in silence, that cultivation is happening at the deepest level. Silence is also a form of protection. It guards your peace, your joy, and your purpose. When you speak too much about what's going on in your life, you invite opinions that don't align with your destiny. You open yourself up to unnecessary comparisons and judgments. But in the silence, you are shielded from that noise. You are allowed to grow without interference. And as your growth takes shape, the world will see the results of that silence. You won't have to explain your transformation to anyone. They will witness it in your actions, your achievements, and your peace. The quiet moments of reflection and self-reliance will lead to a louder success than any words could ever declare. Strength is not just about physical power. It is the quiet, unshakable force that resides within the core of who you are. It's the ability to stand firm when everything around you is collapsing. It's the resilience to rise after every fall, to keep moving forward when the path seems impossible to walk. Strength is forged in adversity, built in the moments where giving up feels easier than pushing through. It's the fire inside you that keeps burning, even when the wind of life tries to blow it out. True strength isn't loud. It doesn't boast or seek attention. It doesn't need to be seen to be real. Often it is the strength that you hold inside, the strength that is seen only in your actions, in how you navigate the challenges, and how you keep your head high when others are faltering. Strength is silent determination, the unwavering will to push forward despite the odds, and the courage to stand alone when necessary. Strength isn't about always being the strongest person in the room. It's about knowing your limits, acknowledging your weaknesses, and still finding the courage to keep going. It's about recognizing that there will be times when you stumble, when you're knocked down, but in those moments, strength is what picks you up, dusts you off, and keeps you moving. It's an inner resource, a wellspring that never runs dry if you're willing to tap into it. True strength is built in solitude. It grows when you're alone with your thoughts, your fears, your doubts, and your dreams. It is when you stand face to face with your own vulnerability and choose not to shrink away, but to meet it head on. It's when you don't let the weight of your struggles crush you, but instead use them as stepping stones to build your character, your resolve, and your courage. Strength also comes from knowing who you are and staying true to that. It's the confidence in your own abilities, the belief that you have what it takes to overcome any challenge that comes your way. True strength is trusting yourself when others doubt you, holding your ground when the world tries to pull you in 1,000 different directions. It's the power to say no when necessary, to protect your peace, and to stay aligned with your vision, even when it seems like the world is pushing you off course. Strength is mental, emotional, and spiritual. It's the ability to stay focused on your purpose, even when distractions threaten to derail you. It's the fortitude to continue to believe in your dreams, even when it seems like everything around you is falling apart. Strength is the knowledge that pain is temporary, but growth is permanent. It is knowing that challenges are not meant to break you, but to build you into something stronger than you were before. Strength also grows from a foundation of self-love and respect. When you truly believe in your worth and refuse to settle for anything less than what you deserve, that's when strength begins to emerge. It's the quiet voice within that reminds you that you are capable, that you are powerful, that you have the tools to navigate whatever comes your way. Strength is trusting the journey, knowing that every twist and turn is leading you to the person you're meant to become. Strength is not about avoiding pain or hardship. It's about how you respond to it, how you rise from it. It's the wisdom to understand that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger, to sharpen your focus, and to deepen your resilience. It is in those difficult times that your strength is tested and defined. Self-reliance is the cornerstone of personal power and independence. It is the ability to trust in your own abilities, make decisions for yourself, and take responsibility for your own life. When you are self-reliant, you no longer wait for others to guide you or give you permission to pursue your dreams. You understand that you are the one who holds the key to your success, and you take full ownership of your journey with all its twists, turns, and challenges. Self-reliance begins with believing in your own potential. It is the conviction that you have everything you need inside of you to create the life you desire. It means that you don't need external validation or approval to move forward. You know your worth and you are confident in your ability to figure things out even when the path ahead seems unclear. You are your own greatest resource and you do not rely on anyone else to define your future. When you embrace self-reliance, you stop waiting for others to come to your rescue. You understand that the power to change your circumstances lies within you. Life may throw obstacles in your way, but self-reliance teaches you to face them head-on with courage and determination. You trust your judgment, make decisions based on your values, and take action without waiting for the perfect moment or the right circumstances. Self-reliance also means being accountable for your choices. It is about owning both your successes and your failures. You do not blame others or make excuses when things don't go as planned. Instead, you learn from every experience, using them as stepping stones to grow stronger and wiser. This accountability strengthens your character and builds a foundation of trust in yourself, knowing that you have the resilience to bounce back from any setback. One of the most empowering aspects of self-reliance is the freedom it brings. When you are not dependent on others for your happiness, your decisions, or your goals, you reclaim control over your life. You are no longer at the mercy of other people's opinions or expectations. You chart your own course, and while you may seek advice or support, you understand that the final decision lies with you. You trust your intuition and instincts, knowing they will guide you to the right answers. Self-reliance also means developing a deep sense of inner strength. It is the ability to be content with your own company, to find peace within yourself, and to take comfort in your own thoughts and abilities. You do not rely on external factors like validation from others or material success to define your sense of worth. Instead, you cultivate a sense of self-sufficiency that comes from within. It's about knowing that you have the resources to navigate any challenge, to heal from any hurt, and to move forward no matter what. At its core, self-reliance is about growth. It is the belief that you are capable of evolving and adapting. Life may not always go as planned, but self-reliance equips you with the mindset to adjust, learn, and persevere. It is the knowledge that you can create solutions, build new skills, and face adversity with confidence. This mindset fosters independence, resilience, and the unshakable belief that you are fully capable of achieving your dreams on your own terms. Being self-reliant does not mean rejecting help or refusing to rely on others when necessary. It means having the strength to stand on your own 2 feet and knowing when to ask for assistance without compromising your sense of independence. Self-reliance is about empowerment. It's about realizing that while you may need others at times, you are not dependent on them for your happiness, success, or fulfillment. Privacy is the sacred space where we have the right to control and protect our personal information, experiences, and emotions. It is the boundary we set to ensure that not everything about our lives is exposed to the world. In a society where everything seems to be shared, from our thoughts to our movements, privacy becomes an essential foundation for maintaining our sense of individuality and security. It is the unseen shield that safeguards our personal autonomy and provides us with the freedom to exist without constant scrutiny. And at its core, privacy is about control. It is the ability to decide what parts of your life are open to others and what parts remain protected. You have the right to decide who gets to know your business, who has access to your thoughts, your relationships, and your decisions. In a world that constantly demands access and transparency, privacy allows you to retain ownership over your narrative. It provides the freedom to share or withhold details as you choose, without feeling pressured or coerced into revealing more than you're comfortable with. Respecting privacy is also an act of recognizing the inherent value of others as individuals. When we understand and honor the boundaries of privacy, we acknowledge the dignity of each person's journey. We respect their autonomy, their right to choose when and how to disclose information, and we safeguard their trust. To infringe upon someone's privacy is to violate their basic right to control their personal space and identity. The concept of privacy also extends to the protection of our physical, emotional, and digital selves. Our physical privacy ensures that we are not constantly monitored or observed in our most vulnerable moments. It is the right to exist without feeling exposed, whether in public or private settings. Emotional privacy is equally important, allowing us to keep our innermost feelings and experiences safe from the world's judgment. Digital privacy in the age of technology has become an increasingly critical issue, with our personal data being constantly collected and shared without our full consent. Protecting digital privacy means taking steps to safeguard our online presence, whether through secure passwords, encryption, or being mindful of the data we share. Without privacy, our autonomy becomes compromised. Our ability to make independent decisions is diminished when we feel like we are always being watched or judged. Privacy, therefore, is not just about hiding information, it is about freedom. And the freedom to live without the burden of constant observation, to speak and act without fear of being misinterpreted, and to have moments that belong entirely to ourselves. It is the ability to create boundaries around our lives, ensuring that we can exist authentically without external influence or intrusion. Furthermore, privacy is a fundamental aspect of trust. When we trust someone with personal information, we are allowing them into our private space. That trust is built upon the understanding that our privacy will be respected. It is when privacy is violated that trust is broken, leaving relationships, whether personal or professional, strained and vulnerable. Respecting privacy, therefore, is an essential part of building and maintaining meaningful, trusting connections. Privacy also empowers us to create our own narrative. It allows us to choose how much of ourselves we wish to share, shaping our identities on our own terms. When privacy is protected, we have the opportunity to express ourselves freely without fear of exposure or judgment. It is the space where we can evolve, experiment, and explore without the pressure of external expectations. Power is the force that drives us, propels us forward, and enables us to shape our own destinies. It's the ability to influence, control, and direct our lives in the world around us. Power is not simply about dominance or control over others. It's about having the strength and confidence to take ownership of our own choices, to stand firm in the face of adversity, and to make the decisions that will lead us to where we want to go. Power is the energy within us that can be harnessed to achieve greatness, and it begins with understanding that we hold the ability to change our circumstances and elevate our lives. Power also lies in choice. The ability to choose is a profound aspect of power, for it gives us control over the direction of our lives. Every decision we make, no matter how small, contributes to the trajectory of our journey. Power comes from understanding that we are the architects of our own futures, and the choices we make today shape who we become tomorrow. The power to choose means we are not victims of circumstance. We are active participants in the creation of our own reality. True power is not about overpowering others, but empowering ourselves. It's the strength to lift ourselves up, even when life pulls us down, and to inspire others to do the same. When we tap into our personal power, we become a force for good in the world. We do not seek to dominate, but to influence with integrity and authenticity. Our power lies in our ability to positively affect those around us, to lead by example, and to inspire others to step into their own greatness. Power is also about resilience. It is the ability to rise after each fall, to learn from each failure, and to grow stronger with every setback. Life will test you, it will challenge you, but true power is revealed in how you respond to adversity. Power is not the absence of struggle, but the courage to keep moving forward despite the challenges, is the persistence to keep going even when the odds are stacked against you, and the belief that no matter how hard it gets, you are capable of pushing through and emerging victorious. True power also requires courage, the courage to speak your truth, to stand up for what you believe in, and to make difficult decisions even when they are unpopular. Power is not passive, it is active and requires boldness, especially when the world around you tells you to conform or remain silent. It takes courage to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, and to trust that the unknown will lead you to growth and greater opportunities. Power is also rooted in the ability to let go. True power comes from knowing when to release control, when to trust others, and when to surrender to the flow of life. It is the ability to step back and trust the process, understanding that there are things outside of our control. When we let go of unnecessary attachments, we free ourselves to embrace new possibilities and experiences, knowing that we have the power to adapt and grow with whatever comes our way. Furthermore, power is about alignment. It is the alignment of your actions with your values, your intentions with your purpose. When you act in harmony with your true self, your power becomes unstoppable. Alignment creates flow, and when you are aligned with your purpose, every step you take is in the direction of your greatest potential. Power is not about forcing things to happen, it's about aligning with the energy of the universe and trusting that when you're in sync with your purpose, things will fall into place. Victory is not simply the act of winning, it is the culmination of perseverance, hard work, and the triumph of the human spirit. It is the feeling of accomplishment that arises after overcoming obstacles, facing challenges, and refusing to give up despite the odds stacked against you. Victory is the reward for pushing through adversity, for staying committed when others would have quit, and for believing in yourself when doubt tried to take root. It is a reflection of your ability to rise above the circumstances and come out stronger on the other side. Victory often requires a mindset of determination and resilience. It is not about avoiding failure, but about using failure as a stepping stone. Every setback, every stumble along the way is part of the journey to victory. True victory does not come easily or quickly, but through consistent effort and a refusal to be defeated. It is the ability to keep moving forward when the path is unclear, to keep striving even when success seems distant, and to keep believing that each small step is bringing you closer to your goal. The essence of victory lies in the process as much as in the outcome. It's not just about the final result, but about the transformation that occurs along the way. The discipline you develop, the lessons you learn, and the strength you build in the pursuit of victory are what truly define it. Victory is the product of the struggles you face, the sacrifices you make, and the growth that comes from pushing beyond your limits. It is the manifestation of your commitment to your vision, to your purpose, and to your potential. Victory is also deeply personal. It is not defined by external recognition or the praise of others, but by your own sense of achievement and satisfaction. What victory means to one person may not be the same for someone else, because it is unique to each individual's journey. For some, victory is about achieving a professional goal, while for others it may be about overcoming personal challenges or making meaningful progress in their lives. What matters is the sense of fulfillment that comes when you look back and see how far you've come. The power of victory lies in its ability to inspire. When you achieve victory, you not only celebrate your own success, but you also set an example for others. Your victory becomes a beacon of possibility, showing those around you that they too can overcome obstacles and achieve their dreams. And your victory becomes a testament to what is possible when determination, focus, and hard work align. It's a reminder that greatness is not reserved for a select few, but is available to anyone willing to pursue it relentlessly. Victory is often the result of a combination of factors: timing, preparation, opportunity, and most importantly, mindset. It requires you to stay focused on your goal, to continuously improve, and to seize every opportunity that comes your way. Victory is about taking advantage of the moments that others may overlook and using your resources, both internal and external, to create the circumstances for success. It is also about knowing that you are capable of achieving what you set out to do and trusting in the process that leads you there. Victory is not always the loud, celebratory moment that is often portrayed. Sometimes true victory is quiet. It is the inner peace that comes from knowing you gave everything you had, that you faced your fears, and that you remained true to yourself along the way. It is the satisfaction that comes from knowing you didn't take shortcuts, that you didn't compromise your values, and that you held your integrity intact through the trials. Quiet victories are just as powerful, for they are often the hardest to achieve and the most rewarding. Victory is also about timing and knowing when to act. Sometimes it's not just about pushing harder or working longer, but about waiting for the right moment, assessing the situation, and then taking bold, decisive action. Victory doesn't always come from brute force. It often comes from wisdom, strategy, and the ability to recognize when the time is right. It's about patience and understanding that success may not come immediately, but when it does, it will be the result of all the preparation and effort you've invested along the way. Victory teaches us humility. Once we achieve it, we understand that it is never solely about ourselves. It's about the support we receive, the lessons learned from others, and the contributions of those who helped us along the way. True victory acknowledges the journey and the people who played a role in it. It reminds us that while our individual efforts are important, the collective experience, our connections, our relationships, and our community is what truly amplifies the impact of success. Victory is an ongoing journey. It doesn't end with one achievement, but is a continuous process of growth, improvement, and striving for new heights. Each victory you achieve sets the stage for the next, and the next challenge you face will require you to tap into a new level of strength, creativity, and resilience. The pursuit of victory is a never-ending cycle of pushing yourself, learning, evolving, and expanding your potential. With each victory, you discover new possibilities, new passions, and new opportunities to elevate your life and the lives of those around you.